I'm a monument on every continent. If it ain't big money, I'm non-content. Tell me where the dawn can fit.
Say about 2 weeks. 2 weeks to simmer on that thing. 3 rounds complete.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, again, right? It's okay.
Oh yeah.
So now you just
we good. We good.
So what's
I'm just trying to go, man.
You just trying to go.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Not trying to give too much away of your preparation, but like, what goes through the mind, these last 2 weeks. I see B-Dot's in the basement, what I mean? He did have some time for sure though, but he's in the basement. It seemed pretty dark down there.
Yeah, I mean, I went through a lot of that earlier in the month. Starting to put ideas together. I'm really excited for this one though, bro. I don't think I've been excited for one like this maybe since Nitty and Twerk. Just on a level of like, respecting what B-Dot does, his penmanship. These are my favorites. These are my favorites, you know what I'm saying? With all due respect to everybody else that I've battled this year and in years previous, man, ones like this are the ones where you see that different Chilla, man. You see that you see that difference.
So it's a difference.
So Chilla, if I could just add in jump in real quick. 2019, your last battle was Rum Nitty, right?
Yes, sir. Volume 5.
You know what's interesting about you battling B-Dot at the end of the year? I remember you going into Rum Nitty, people already felt like, and that was before pre-quarantine. People already felt like that was probably battle of the year going into that battle then. And now people are feeling the same way quarantine a year later. So it kind of kills the narrative of Chilla, whatever narrative it could be out there. Because I forgot pre-quarantine, you was just in the same situation last year. But go ahead.
Yo, you know what's funny, man, is how someone can have two different narratives that contradict each other, and they still find a way to coexist. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're right. Obviously, for most of my career, I've had this weird stigma that's kind of followed me around, and there was definitely more truth to it earlier in my career, as far as like my entertainment level and my energy on stage, my projection, how laid back I was. And obviously anybody that's been watching or paying attention to me over the past, 2, 3, 4 years knows that that's not the case no more. You know what I'm saying? I've changed, I've evolved, I've changed my performance, my presentation of everything. I've revamped everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, to a point. So yeah, you definitely right though. Last year going into the battle with Nitty is very, very similar, man, because I feel like versus Nitty, people counted me out, and I feel like people are counting me out here, which is really interesting. It was the same talk about potential battle of the year happening. Yeah. Same talk that's going on now with me and B-Dot. And then it's a I'm going against one of the best pens in battle rap in a small room, which is the same thing me and Nitty was, and so. Very, very similar, man, to the Nitty situation. And you would think, after seeing how I performed with Nitty and how that battle turned out, that people would be, less hesitant to, trust in what I do in these situations.
Yeah, for me, the fans have seemed to come more around, they've come around to, start, obviously, Chilla deserves his respect. There's still some stragglers and things like that, but,
for sure.
You just gotta, you're just gonna have to go in there. Obviously, people are saying this is for Champion of the Year. And I think, besides you and B-Dot, maybe Ill Will is another close contender, but I think it's you two right now.
I agree. I definitely think it's me and B-Dot for the Champion of the Year. And I'll be honest, bro, like I'm not mad at this situation being like the Nitty situation. I think most people will tell you going into matchups like this, you kind of want to be the underdog. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of want to be the one that people count out. It's almost as if and I know this isn't the case with me and B-Dot because people kind of know what we do, but it's almost as if you have to do less to win in the minds of most of those people. That's a really dangerous spot to put somebody like me in, because I overwin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to do the bare minimum to make you, you know, I'm not going to do just enough for you to say, okay, this might be debatable. I'm not coming for that. I'm going to do enough for you to say, that might be clear.
Okay.
That's where I'm trying to take it to. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yo, Chilla, I've been out in these streets getting these predictions, right?
mm-hmm.
And one of the key things that I feel like I've been hearing between y'all from people's predictions is B-Dot. For those people who say B-Dot might win, because there's a lot of people that say Chilla's going to win as well. But for those who say B-Dot is going to win, I see the difference is the way that B-Dot delivers compared to how you deliver. In fact, that he has more like he's going to be more direct. He's going to really talk to you more. You're going to have fire lines, but they won't be directed at B-Dot really. It'll just be random fire lines and things like that. And that might not win you this battle. What's your thoughts on that?
I can definitely understand why people could think that. You know what I'm saying? Based off, you know, prior battles that I've had and, you know, maybe what they're used to seeing from me. Here's one thing about me, bro, that's super underrated and a lot of times goes, you know, under the radar. I know how to adjust my style and my material for every opponent.
Okay.
I don't win the same way every time anymore. And that's how it used to be with me. You know what I'm saying? If you ever felt like Chilla won a battle, it was usually because you felt like I outwrote them or I outbarred them. It was never like a, you know, you watch me and Jerry West and you say, man, that angle that Chilla took in the third, that's different. Or you watch me, you know, me and Sick and you say, man, those name flips are from outer space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I win differently depending on who's in front of me. I always adjust and I always know when I need to turn certain parts of my game down and certain parts of my game up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Last time we saw you was versus Sick. You know, last time we saw B-Dot was versus Holmesy. But, you know, Holmesy has B-Dot, he's been in that caffeine type of aura and things like that. You think that's an advantage? I understand it's a small room, but maybe it's a different type.
Yeah, I think over most MCs he would have an advantage. The only reason why I say he doesn't really have an advantage with me is because yo, I rap really good, bro. Like really good. And so does he. And we all know that. You know, that's not something that anybody can ever take away from B-Dot. His delivery is dope. He's energetic. You know, he knows how to rap really well. He doesn't always battle against people that know how to rap really well, though. You know, he battled Nitty. I didn't really, you know, Nitty wasn't. It didn't seem like Nitty came for the kill in that battle. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like B-Dot won, but I feel like Nitty on 10 beats that B-Dot. You know what I'm saying? With the rounds he showed up with. Holmesy is great, but I don't feel like his writing or like rapping ability is his absolute strongest part of his repertoire. Same thing for T-Top.
You know what's funny?
It's a different type of battle when you like. For me to have gone against, you know, and I know Nitty is not 2020, so that doesn't count for the champion of the year. But for me to have come back and have battled against Nitty, Twerk, Geechee, West, and Sick, they can all rap, regardless of how, you know what I'm saying, how good y'all think, you know, people think they can write or how where their pens are on the hierarchy. They can all rap. Really fucking good, man. So I think that's the biggest difference between me and B-Dot, especially with our resumes this year is I've consistently battled a specific type of battler that I feel like B-Dot falls into that category. He's obviously at probably Nitty and Twerk's level as far as like just rap ability. And Sick, Sick is also fire. But B-Dot doesn't have a lot of, Chilla caliber names on his resume this year. Just as far as, writing and rapping ability.
Gotcha.
There's you know what I'm saying? Like the only one he has is Nitty, and like I said, I don't feel like Nitty was trying to kill him. Nitty was slapboxing with
you like Saga on the roof? That's where I got the rooftop.
Yeah, I mean I thought Saga won that battle. But it was a really good battle, and it don't even make sense to call a winner or a loser in that battle. It was that much of a classic, you know what I mean? Okay. So, even though I feel like Saga won, that is 0% a slight to B-Dot, because it's, when you call me and JC, you can tell me I lost all day. Yeah. What does it matter? It's one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? And I think B-Dot and Saga over time, I think if it were on YouTube, it would be getting the same type of appreciation as me and JC. I got it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of them ones, in my opinion. So even though I feel like Saga won, it's definitely not a slight to B-Dot. But as good as Saga is as a writer and a rapper, I don't necessarily feel like he's of that same tier as Nitty, Twerk. I don't necessarily feel like Saga is that caliber of.
I understand levels. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just my personal opinion, and that's no slight to Saga. That's just my, my perspective.
So straight up, who's the better rapper? Straight up, you or B-Dot?
Me.
Now, when you say
it's not even close. But the difference is,
okay,
I don't try to, like, B-Dot raps a certain way, and that's great. I can rap exactly how B-Dot raps if I wanted to. I don't like to. That's just my preference. The way that I put my material together, I don't like to rap at that pace and at that the way that he does it. It works for him and his style because he has a lot of moments in his material where every word doesn't necessarily count.
Okay.
The way that I rap and the way that my shit is structured, one word out of place can change the entire. Okay. Can change the entire. You know what I'm saying? The entire way that my shit hits. Yeah. B-Dot, it isn't so wordplay. Like, he doesn't have so many entendres or so much wordplay that he needs to make sure you're catching this and that, which is why his schemes, if you compare like his workout scheme with T-Top, even versus some of the shit I was doing in 2012 and 2013, it doesn't hold up.
So when you say not close though, so let's say, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, you're like a level 9.
Hold on. Let me not say not close. Let me not, because that's kind of disrespectful. I'm not going to disrespect B-Dot's rap.
He in the basement.
He is an incredible rapper. So let me dial that back. I apologize. Let me dial that back a little bit, because B-Dot is incredible. What I mean to say is I can do what B-Dot does, although I choose not to, and although that's not my style. Knowing that I can rap the way that he raps, it doesn't scare me. The only people that have ever scared me in any type of way, inside the ring, outside the ring, music, however, are people that rap in certain cadences or pockets or flows that I can't do.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
There's only a few that, Lupe, Royce. There's only a few that can kind of hit those. Mm-hmm. But I haven't heard Dot use a cadence or a pattern or a flow that I couldn't.
Mm-hmm. I think you said that to JC too, like, something about I can do what you can do, but you ain't got room in your mouth for filler, things like that. Okay, so it's like, all right.
Exactly. Very similar sentiment there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can rap the way a lot of these dudes do. You know what I'm saying? I can rap like Magic and punch back to back. I can rap like B Dot in the way he puts it together. I can rap like Daylight if I wanted to rap like Daylight. I can put my shit together the way he puts his together. I do what I like, and I rap the way that I like. You know what I'm saying? But to win a battle, that can very easily change. You know what I'm saying? I can very easily just write around it sounds like B-Dot and be like, oh, hey, yeah, let me do this real quick just so y'all know what's up. And then for the next 2 rounds, let me cook the way Chilla cook. Like, I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could do that if I really wanted to, but...
Yo, it's not what they said it is, so let's see what your hustle about. Gotta get back. All them niggas you helped out, they gon' sit back. Came through, doubled my money and stole my drip back. Triple back, grabbed the baggies and left the bitch back. I ain't gon' trip if she threw it, better hit that. Hit the store, 125s, wax and Kit Kats. Chopsticks make you eat slow. Kid, don't call me Negro. When you're A-list, you keep the B-rolls. I never learned how to walk. Hopped out the crib and G-stroll. I take bites from D-Bo.